Watch how we transformed the corner of our building's dumping ground into a thriving urban garden. This corner looked like an absolute dump. Old mattresses, a skip, completely abandoned. I asked my neighbour if it would ever be cleared, and he said it had been like that for years and not to expect it to change. But after moving out from my parents' place in Wiltshire, and I moved to Bristol in early 2024, I wasn't going to let that get in the way of my new compost obsession. I brought my compost tumbler with me and I plonked it next to the junkyard. You can take the boy out of the Shire, but you can't take the Shire out of the boy. I'd been composting my food waste and had loads of beautiful stuff ready to go, but the raised bed in the corner was completely overrun with bindweed. At first, it felt a bit pointless putting time into a rented space, and I've spoken to so many people who feel the same. I wasn't sure how long I was going to stay here, so should I bother? But bother I did. After developing a pallet scavenging addiction, I started small and built a raised planter. That first year, I grew peas, nasturtium, calendula, and a few herbs, but the bindweed was still running the show. Now, if you don't know, bindweed is relentless, and my neighbour Brian told me I'd never get rid of it without glyphosate, but I fancied a challenge. So I spent that summer chopping it down, fermenting it, and keeping it away from my precious compost. Underneath, the soil was lifeless and full of rubbish, so I cleared it, laid cardboard, added compost, and sowed green manure seeds. Over autumn and winter, it transformed, and by spring, the space was in much better shape and the soil was starting to come back to life. And honestly, that corner became the highlight of my mornings. A cup of tea while checking the plants, simple but magical. Now, while I was talking to people about composting, I kept hearing the same things. Either, it's too difficult, or, doesn't it smell? Oh, I don't have enough time or space. And what about rats? All completely valid reasons. So, instead of accepting that only a few people would compost, I started thinking about how this could work at a community level. After a successful grant application, I set up a composting hub. And just over a year on, we're getting close to 100 people composting their food waste locally through the Bristol Living Compost Project, because it just seems mad that we send food waste out of the city and never return it to the soil here. If you'd like to get involved, you can check it out on the Generation Soil website and drop us a follow to keep in the loop.